Hey there, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of This Is Everybody Podcast, episode 5. You know what I mean? We going up with the numbers. Yeah, I know I'm a couple days late in uploading. Sometimes you just have hella shit going on, and sometimes it's just hard to just sit and do it. Man, this is the whole team right here. Right here. This is us. You, me, this is us. But what we got is all we need. You know what I'm saying? But life's been good, man. A lot of things have been happening. Recently I got casted for another project that I'm working on. In 2 weeks from now is I think it's called Sex Education Films. Yeah, is there some sex involved? Not literally, but you know what I mean. There's gonna be something. Yeah, sex scenes are funny because like when you're on camera, it's like okay. When you look at it on screen, it look like the people are really doing it, and some of them actually are. Some people actually are really doing it, but it's sometimes like okay, so what they do is they put you in this like special underwear, and then they give you like this little ball, and then you have to talk to your co-star. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, what can I touch? What can I not touch? I let her know like you can't touch my, like, what I mean, don't touch my balls. You know what I mean? That's what I mean. We don't go under there. You know what I mean? You could touch any part. You don't stick your finger in my butt, but you know what I mean? Just do, you know what I'm saying? And then she will let me know, okay, don't touch this part, this part, this part, this part. Especially if they got a man's, you know what I mean? You got to respect the boundaries. You feel me? So I'm in there doing the thing. You know what I'm saying? You moving, she moving, and you got to pretend y'all sweating. Y'all just got in 12 rounds. You feel me? But like, it's so funny because like my first sex scene, I'm like a virgin, right? So like, I'm so like, like what do I do? Like I'm screaming inside, but as a man, you got to make sure you good. Like, hey, yeah, man, we got this all covered. You know what I'm saying? Got the bases. But they have like this thing called the intimacy coordinator. They tell you how to move, to coordinate, to choreograph. You know what I mean? Everything is kind of choreographed. All love scenes on film, most of the time they're choreographed. So like they're telling us like what exactly we're supposed to do. And dude, I am losing my freaking mind in this love scene because I don't know what I'm doing. But I'm like stiff. I'm like, I'll be so nervous that I'll be still. So like we end up doing the thing, and yeah, man, I was like, God damn, I can't believe it. Looks like I'm having sex. And everybody gonna believe like, oh, this guy ain't a virgin. But like, I'm still am. I hold pride in my virginity, y'all. I don't know why. I feel like it just says that I ain't got no diseases. You feel me? I'm free from it all. Cause now we're living in a time where like, people getting chlamydia, people getting gonorrhea, people getting all types of ears. You know what I'm saying? So I'm fortunate, ladies. I'm letting you know I am the virgin. Confidently owning that shit, that means just I'm clean. Plus, it means I got standards. I have a sense of worth, self worth. Like, nah, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm saving it for somebody special. You know what I mean? Whoever I meet is going to be special. You know what I'm saying? And why haven't I been in a relationship is a whole different matter. You know what I mean? My whole life in the beginning was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? It was so screwed up. You know what I mean? I grew up in such an unstable house, so I couldn't even really think about like love and shit because I was dealing with myself, and growing up from an unstable environment, you don't really got the time to really think about it. If I got to be really specific, I mean, I didn't have a mom's growing up, and my life was never consistent. And you know what I'm saying? As I said in another episode, like I didn't I didn't have any guidance growing up, so like I had to deal with a lot of things on my own, and I had to be independent. And didn't really my dad didn't really teach me anything. And I mean, he taught me how to like I deal with shit. You know what I'm saying? Like if some shit happened, you just gotta own it. Like it is what it is. Let's keep pushing. That's the biggest thing that my dad taught me. But most of the time, like I didn't really have any guidance, and every other aspect in my life. It was just so freaking unstable, y'all. But we fortunate that we here, we healing, you know what I'm saying? We better. You know what I'm saying? We ain't as broke as we used to, but we still not rich to where we need to. You feel me? But life is good, man. Life is good. I'm fortunate to say that, I'm alive. Um I'm breathing, you know what I'm saying? Got into journaling, so that's been good. I like journaling because I think it helps me. I think everybody should journal, even if it's once a month. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot to reflect about, and I don't feel like too many people are really conscious about how they feel, and then they tend to project their energy onto others and shit. And I'm like, bro, I don't need to deal with your bullshit. Like people, that's why the road rage exists. You know, there's the road rage exists because there's some bad drivers. But I feel like a lot of people just be getting mad at small shit, at people, at things that they can't get mad at because they don't know how to process what they're feeling on the inside. I'm like, yo, bro, you need to get your shit together, and that's you. Everything else that you mad at, it ain't even else. Like, I mean, certain people gonna piss you off here and there. I get that, but like, most of the time is you. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time, the problems that you pissed at is the problems that you have within yourself, and you have to take time to really process that, and you know what I'm saying, realize, okay, this is something that I gotta work through. It ain't this ignorant fools. I mean, he's part of it, but you know what I mean. They, who, he, she, whatever, whatever it's called. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know shit. I grew up in the hood, public school. You know, got a degree though. We got a degree. So forgive me for my ignorance. You know what I'm saying? I think everyone's a little bit ignorant. So, but what was I gonna say? The craziest thing I found out recently. Let me see. I wrote this down to talk about it. There was this chick I saw recently. Her name's Orleanne. I don't know Orleanne. I don't know how to say her name, but she has her eyes tattooed. This chick named Orleanne has her eyes tattooed. And that shit is fucking nuts, bro. Like, why would you have your eyes tattooed? I mean, okay, everybody got their certain kinks, you know what I'm saying? Some people are certain freaks at the time of hour, at the time of need, but goddamn, I'm looking at the devil's eyes all the time. I get Halloween, you know, you can put some contacts here and there, you know what I'm saying? I don't celebrate Halloween because I'm a Christian, you feel me? But like seeing a chick putting ink in her eyes, golly, how do you can you see if it's black? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you see if you tattoo your eyes? I mean, that's pretty gnarly. It's like seeing little Uzi Vert put like the diamond in his head. Like, yo, that thing looks unsanitary. It looks like it hurt. It looked like y'all getting like an infection. I mean, but who am I to say? You know what I'm saying? If you want to look like you one of the demons in hell, who am I to judge, right? And if you like looking at that stuff, you know, if you're into that, who am I to judge you, man? You like what you like. At the end of the day, you gotta do what you want to do, be who you want to be, and just live your life. But if a girl be me and I see her and she got ink in her eyes, goodbye. Goodbye, girl. And then okay, then like okay, recently, okay, I'm on this way to this one commercial shoot, and I'm running into this I ran you know, Ubers, you run into all kinds of people. You run into, you know, you run into Mexicans, you run into Indians, you run into Muslims, you run into everybody. You know what I'm saying? You sometimes run into celebrities. But like I had this Indian dude pick me up. And he's not like your average traditional stereotypical like Indian dude what you would expect. He's like an Americanized Indian, right? And we're talking, you know what I'm saying? We're just chilling. And he's telling me about how he's about to get married. I'm like, yo, congrats, dude. Like, yo, how did it happen? How'd you meet the girl? He said, oh, I met this girl through an arranged marriage. I'm like, yo, what is an arranged marriage exactly? Because I hear a lot about it. People be getting forced to like marry other people. But he's like, you know, like my parents were trying to convince me, and I was like, I'm not sure I'm feeling this girl. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, he got to know the girl, and you know, even though there was like that tension between him and his family and what was going on, he ended up falling in love. I'm like, okay, like how long did it take for that to happen? Because it sounds like it took years, right? He's like, nah, it took 6 months. I'm like, God damn, 6 months? Damn, that's like I told him, bro, that's like the UPS Express delivery for just getting cuffed out immediately. You know what I'm saying? If any of y'all struggle with dating, you know, if y'all feel like y'all gonna be single forever, y'all should consider an arranged marriage. Cause I'm telling you, some of y'all just really be struggling, and I feel sorry for y'all. That's one of the good things why arranged marriages should exist. That way, if nothing work out, y'all can find someone and be like, oh, okay, we guaranteed to find somebody. You know what I'm saying? Um, but but that's but that's just a cool story. You know, the Indian guy was really cool, man. He just sounded like a guy who smoked a lot of weed and he was just living his best life. So, but that's wild, dude. Like that stuff like that exists. That like stuff like arranged marriages exist, and it's good. It's cool to say that we're fortunate enough to say that we have options and we could choose whoever we want to be with. But at the same time, like, what about the people who don't got options? You know what I mean? What are the what are the people who don't got options to do? You know what I'm saying? That's why I recommend those people to get an arranged marriage. You know what I'm saying? Like, We all need somebody to love, and even if you feel like you good alone, what if your ass get old as fuck and you can't walk? And who's gonna be there for you? You know what I'm saying? Who's gonna be old as fuck with you? You know what I'm saying? Them cats ain't gonna help you. Them cats ain't gonna help you. Them cats just want to eat their food. They gonna dip out. Sure, they gonna cuddle, but they can't carry your bags for you. They can't open the door for you. You know what I'm saying? It's not good to be alone at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like we all need our alone time. You know, me time is free time. But at the end of the day, we all need somebody to love. But back to the topic at hand. Um, Speaking of like wild shit. Like Uber, keeping on going on the topic of like Uber drivers and shit. I I met this other Uber guy. This guy's like a Chinese guy. I mean, Uber driver, like just Ubering around is. I recommend anybody to do it like at least once a week. You know, once every 2 weeks. Why Uber around? Because I ain't got a whip. I ain't got a car. I'm not really thinking about getting a car right now because the way gas prices are looking like right now, it look crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I don't Uber around that often, and when I do, it's just for work, and then the returns kind of make itself out, so I don't really gotta think about it. Um, so, but I met this one Asian guy, and he's like a dad. You know what I'm saying? He's like 50 something. He's living his life. He's talking to me. I'm talking to him, and we're talking about dating. And he says, I'm married, I have a kid, and I'm giving him some pointers. And you look like my kid. I said, just live free, be who you want to be, get all you need to get out now before you settle down. But if you ever meet a chick that while she's talking to you and she mentions her girl on the phone, collect and select, he said, drop that bitch. He said that, drop that bitch. I'm like, yo, no, take, what does that mean? It means they collecting they mans, they connecting the eggs. They not eggs, they get connecting the baskets. They just collecting anybody who got money, anything who got something to provide for them. It's somewhat of a way of form it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, you're right. I gotta pay attention to that because I mean, it's crazy out here that people out here taking advantage of other people's money. But who are we to judge, right? Everybody's here struggling. Everybody knows it costs to live out here. So, I mean, if you're gonna do that, I mean, be open about it. You know what I'm saying? Just say I ain't looking for shit. But some of y'all, y'all try to finesse your life. Y'all just want shit for the free. And I get it. I respect it. Get your shit, but don't do that shit with me, cause I can't deal with no gold diggers. Like, what you gonna dig? I ain't got no gold right now. Bitch, what you gonna find is concrete. I know it look like cause some of y'all that know me, I be on TV and shit. I be doing the thing, but shit, you ain't gonna find no gold mine here yet. What you gonna find is dirt. Oh shit. Oh dang. Whew. Okay, I gotta get that out of. Oh, yeah. Okay, back to the topic again. I'm going on a wild tangent. Okay, concepts like arranged marriages really throw me off because it just it makes me feel fortunate again. Like the fact that I could get to choose who I want to love and stuff. And we should all be fortunate because in other countries, people are stealing other people's wives. I heard of this thing in Russia where like I seen this video where these people are kidnapping this dude's bride while they getting married. While they're getting married, once they paid money for the banquet, for the reception, the whole nine, the bride is getting taken right in front of their faces. First off, where's your security at? If you know you gonna be potentially robbed, get some security. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think people think these things that like through. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just wild the fact that people are stealing other people's brides. First off, man, value your women. You know what I'm saying? Value the fact that you can get married and cuff a girl with just a ring at the moment. I mean, some of y'all go through some experience where the chick cheat on you. I'm so sorry for that. And vice versa. Sorry for you if your man cheated on you just before y'all ass about to get married and y'all think about to seal the deal. But we live in such a free, I guess, yeah, I think we live in a free society where you get to choose the women that or choose the person that you love, and we're fortunate enough nobody get to rob our girl. At least not literally. Maybe figuratively, you may run into somebody who got more money than you, and If she in it for the money, she might take it. If not, if you ain't taking good care of your significant other, they might dip out before you even get to notice what happened. You know what I mean? But I think it's important to value exactly what it is you're taking care of. Like value your significant other, because if you don't, they could just walk out. I mean, I've talked to a lot of women about this. They say that money isn't a big factor. So, guys, if you feel like you got money problems and you struggling, don't worry. Everybody's struggling financially. Women understand and shit, but it's just, yeah, it's just don't worry about it. But as long as you working your ass off to improve on yourself, working on your finances, women know. All women that is real, down to earth know. But the women that ain't it for the money, you'll know too. Like, you know what I mean? Why would you want to be with somebody who's just for you for your money? Not just for you. I mean, money is an important factor in a relationship. I do believe that, because if you ain't got no money, you can't have no fun, because you can't go out. You gotta eat, ramen top noodles, and no girl want to have to deal with that. No man want to have to deal with a man who only eats ramen every day. It's a fact. If you want to eat ramen every day, you gotta get a job. If you want to eat ramen every day, y'all has gotta get a job. GOB. And ladies, it's important that you, to the degree, have some cushion finance. You know what I'm saying? Not for the sake. I do believe women should be financially independent, regardless of whether they're dependent on the man or not. Because if shit don't go through on that end, you got something to work with. You know what I'm saying? I think women can't always depend on the man to provide, even though it is the man's role to provide. Because in a perfect world, if that thing all worked out, I think there would be less argue. I mean, arguments are always going to exist, but I feel like there'd be less things to stress about if you knew things were going to go the way that they need to. But life isn't that way. Life never goes the way that you expect it to. Life goes the way that it needs to, right? So I think if you're having some situations that you're not really happy with, and you've set a certain standard, you gotta go with it, man. If your significant other isn't willing to change and willing to just be better, and willing to put themselves out for you, and not willing to even put sacrifices out for themselves, for their dreams and all this other stuff, you know what I'm saying? I think women should also, well, I think both parties, significant others, should have an understanding that if you have a dream, you can go after it. But as long as you doing something, you better be doing something. You can't be doing nothing. You can't have somebody in your life and yet can't do nothing. You can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? What Joey Diaz is, you don't play checkers, you don't do nothing. Like, you can't do nothing. It don't make sense, man. You gotta have something going on for yourself, and you gotta do it because you gotta do it for you. Nobody else can tell you how to live your life. You could come from a well-off family. You can come from a low-budget ass, poverty-stricken, 5 people in one room type of family. You got to chase things for yourself. You know what I mean? If you're gonna be working like you in Narcos, you better make sure your ass don't get caught. But you better put some grind to the wheels. You know what I'm saying? I'm not advocating selling drugs, ladies and gentlemen, because I don't do drugs. I'm drinking water right now as we speak. But but it's wild, dude. Like, it's wild, especially talking about the fact about just relationships in general. Especially like, it's just I have a lot of lady friends, right? And this I think women are nuts. First off, I mean, both genders are nuts, but I think women, from my experience, what I've encountered are nuts. I could be far from wrong, but what I've experienced, hearing, I have a lot of lady friends where they tell me some crazy shit. I'm like, oh, word. There's one girl, I'm not gonna name her name, but she met a man, I'm assuming online. I don't know the details because it sounds like they've never met. And she said, I am gonna go see this man and fly out to see him. I'm like, okay, cool, sounds good. All right. You paying for, like not you paying, like, okay, so what's going on? Like, where you flying out to? And she says, I'm flying out to Germany. I'm like, Germany? You're flying out to Germany for a man you never met. Right, okay, cool. And then she say, yeah, I'm like, okay, cool. It sounds kind of secure. So I said, are you paying for the thing? Shit. fuck, where was the story going? Oh yeah, chick meets a man, and the man from Germany. Chick, okay, resetting the whole fucking story. I just fucked the whole story up. But okay, I have a lady friend who has a chick friend, and this chick friend is about to go see this man, and we don't know where. Right? We don't know where. I don't know where. You don't know where. We don't know. We don't know anything. Right? And I said, okay, cool. Where you gonna go see this man? And she says, I'm gonna go see him. I'm gonna go fly out to him, and I'm paying for all the flights. Like, yeah, like you ain't paying for the flight. I'm like, shouldn't the man pay for you to fly over there? She's like, yeah, but I'm gonna go out to see him. I'm like, oh shit, fuck it. If he scored it, he scored it. You know what I'm saying? If you get a woman to pay for their flight for their own accord and you ain't got no money, good for you. It sounded like the guy was struggling with money. Okay, so I said, okay, where you flying out to? She said, I'm going out to Germany. It took me a while. I'm like, you're going out to Germany to see a man you never met before and he ain't paying for your flight? Whoa. That is nuts, homie. Homie, whatever it is. That shit is nuts. I don't think a woman should even go out to see a man in a whole different country like that. Personally, my own opinion, if you're gonna fly out to see somebody, you might as well let it be within the country, first off. Because if your ass end up in a whole different country where you don't even understand the language. I don't even speak German. Do you speak German? I don't know anybody that speaks German. Maybe I do know somebody that speaks German, but not fluently. Maybe off of Duolingo, right? Like, why would you put yourself at risk for somebody you never met? And somebody who ain't paying for your flight, especially in a whole different country, across the whole damn world. And this shit could be like another movie of Taken without Liam Neeson. You just putting everything at risk here. But who am I? Who am I to judge, right? I'm not their father, but if I just got to know the person, right? They might see this. I'm like, oh, this person calling me crazy. No, I'm not calling them crazy. I really think people should just think the decisions through logically. All right. Yeah, I think love is a beautiful concept. At the end of the day, everybody wants to find someone to love. Everybody wants someone to love, right? Back to the idea. Everybody wants somebody to love, but how do I put this? You fucking crazy if you think you're gonna fly out to a whole different country across the whole freaking world. You paying for it, and the other guy ain't paying for it in a whole different country. We have no fucking clue what is going on, and you guys go your ass go, hopefully not. Your ass gonna get kidnapped, bro. It's fucking Germany. I don't know what the fuck Germany is like. I don't know. I keep thinking it look like the shit in Lord of the Rings. Bro, I never been to Germany. I never been outside of the state, man. I don't got no money to go outside of the state. And like, first off, everything I do it with a financial mindset. Like, I don't do anything based off of emotions no more because I'm too grown for that shit. All right. Even though I'm 24, I've lived a life, and I know that if it makes sense and I got money to do it, I'm gonna do it. If I don't got money to do it, I'm not gonna do it. Not unless that shit just sounds lit as fuck, right? But live your life. Live your life. If you want to end up in a situation like that, go do it. Right? Who am I to judge? But yeah, it's wild, man. You know what's even wild, bro? We just live in such a crazy time where scammers are getting really good. Scammers are getting really fucking good. They keep doing this shit. The first couple of times they ain't had me, right? Scammers gave me a call. You know what I'm saying? They said, hey, we got your car impounded. The first stuff I did, I said, I hung up because I don't even got a car. So we ain't got to worry about that. Then they called me. They said, oh, the FBI is watching you, blah, 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 blah. And now I'm getting irritated up to this point. So I hang up and you know what I'm saying? If the FBI want to come find me, let them come find me. What the fuck? Oh, they know where I live. FBI know everything. The IRS know everything about me. So why do I got to hide? You know what I mean? And then they'd be calling me with broken ass voice recorders. Hey, hang up. You know what I'm saying? Now I don't pick up no phone call that says scam likely. And then on top of that, they be texting me random text messages. Hey, we just got your Citibank. Bitch, I don't even got a Citibank. All right? Bro, they just come up. Hey, I think Forex traders are all scammers too. It's no offense. I got friends that are Forex traders. I just don't believe in it, man. Y'all just, hey, man. Hey, at the end of the day, man. If y'all got, I respect y'all for trying to scam people and all this. I don't. Honestly, I don't. Why you gotta scam people, man? I think if you're gonna scam anybody, let it be some rich folks, all right? Don't scam me. Don't scam any average day to day. But y'all don't care, right? I guess y'all don't care because y'all is desperate. Y'all just out here just trying to finagle your way into any situation. And who am I to judge, right? Who am I to judge? But why you gotta steal from another broke brother? Not broke, but like an in progress brother. You know what I mean? Don't steal from the broke. Steal from the rich. If you're going to steal, right? But I'm not advocating for stealing at all. But if you guys were to ever take the wrong route in life, do it to something that feels like it's worth it. Don't do it to your own peoples, man. Like just seeing people just hurt their own people is just dumb. It's dumb. Like I don't believe in gang violence, even though gang violence is real. Like why you gotta hate on another brother that's your same complexion? And on top of that, y'all work at the same fast food joint. Y'all both be working at McDonald's. Crip, blood, y'all working at the same position. One's an assistant, one's in a manager. Like, what's going on? I get it. I get it. Yo, I got a brother, Nathaniel. You know what I'm saying? I got a cousin who's in the MS-13. Like, I get it. I get it. This shit is real, right? But after a certain point, you gotta realize they don't. They say this is our block, but they don't. They don't own the block. They pay rent. So, no disrespect to a brother in the gang. I respect him, man. I got brothers. I got brothers that be in that shit. I think that shit's stupid. You trying to hate on somebody that's working. They're just trying to figure life out. And you know what I'm saying? That bro kill somebody you love. Okay, I get it. You can't get over that shit, right? You can't get over somebody dying. I get that. But at the same time, it's like, at the end of the day, do you still want to keep up that cycle of revenge and hate? You know what I'm saying? Y'all should just, work together. Everybody, we all gotta work together, man. Because if we destroy ourselves, we just letting life taking advantage of us. You know what I'm saying? Like it's time to turn these lemons into lemonade. You know what I'm saying? And we can do a lot more with our lives if we choose to. You know what I'm saying? And making it out the hood is not just making it out of the hood. Making it out of the hood is making it out of the. It's a mindset change, man. You got to figure like you got to stop thinking about, this is the only block I'm ever gonna see type of mindset, and just think about what else can I do with my life. Because after a certain point, I feel like you get tired of, gunshot, pow, 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 pow. I feel like you get tired. I mean, you might not get tired of seeing like a guano tell their story sometime. They be walking around, like a mystic figure, like a Pokemon. They doing their thing, right? But after a certain point, you got to ask yourself, is it worth it? Is it worth doing the same shit every day, working at a fast food joint, Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, whatever you call it, or you've been trying to scam some brother? Is it worth it at the end of the day? You're like, fuck it, I'm just trying to get money. Sorry, you guys, the camera just cut in the middle of nowhere. That's the type of budget we're working with here, y'all. We working with a tight-ass budget where everything just shut down out of nowhere. Yeah, camera wasn't handling all this nonsense I was talking about. But back to the topic. I don't believe it. I think gang violence gotta switch up because it's getting out of hand. It's affecting people. It's affecting kids, and it's making kids want to be gangs. And I don't see nothing wrong with being a part of a book club. Y'all can read them books. You know what I'm saying? But if y'all gonna be tough, be tough in the industry, be tough in the bank, be tough getting good credit, be tough, you know what I'm saying, buying some property, owning some land. Do I own some land? Fuck no. I pay rent, you know what I'm saying? But it's important that we just get out of that poverty mindset of like, just because I'm in the hood, I have to be like my environment. You know what I mean? Just because like my family gonna be a certain way doesn't mean I have to be that way. You know what I'm saying? It's not your fault that you grew up in your situation. The shit is fucked. I get it. It looks fucked. It's just, what are we doing? Eating crackers and cheese. You know what I'm saying? What are we doing? You know what I'm saying? We got a homeless uncle out here out of nowhere just pissing everywhere, trying to take a shower at your house. I get it. It's tough. It's tough. You know what I mean? You got some crackhead in your family. You got some people in and out of juvenile detention. I get it. It's tough. It's tough. But you got to be the one to break that cycle. You feel me? I'm saying that. I'm talking about my own personal life. But we got to make it do what it do. You know what I'm saying? You can't let life break you down. You know what I'm saying? You can't. You gotta get up. This is why. Like the people that are at the bottom, have a lot more drive. And we put that drive towards something great, we can make something greater. Well, that's enough for today because the shit crashed and I am running behind schedule. So yeah, had a good time talking, had a good time learning today. Yeah, dude, we're learning to heal, we're learning to be better, and we're just learning to not even be afraid to take a step forward, you know. And I'm doing this shit because I love doing it. I love creating. I love entertaining people, and hopefully, as I keep doing this shit, I can teach somebody else about life or just be entertainment. My whole dream is to become like one of the greatest entertainers of all time, and whatever that is, it could be TV, movie, singing, whatever it is. I'm not even caring, man. As long as I get to have my impact and I get some money at the same time, you know what I'm saying? We good. You know what I'm saying? Because we can't work if we ain't getting paid. You know what I mean? You could get work and not get paid, but you gotta try to figure out how to monetize off of that because bills ain't free. And you could talk to them all. You could talk to your rent. You could talk to your landlord all about your dreams. But if you can't pay your bills, you on the streets, man. There ain't nothing cool about being on the streets. But tell me, tell me about it. But thank you guys for taking your time to watch this whole spielio of me just talking a bunch of nonsense. But please continue to have an amazing and blessed week, and don't let yesterday's problems get to you, and don't let today's adversaries beat you down, man. We all in here. This is everybody. We all in this together. Doesn't matter who you are. We all in this together. In Jesus' name, I pray. Blessing each and every one of these people watching right now. Amen and amen, amen. Bye, y'all.